Today is International Drag Day, and I know what you're thinking. This isn't going to do it all. It's time to switch things up.
Oh, I feel much better. Don't I look divine? Now on to drag. It dates back centuries ago. Shakespearean times had men dressing up as women. The burlesque scene had women dressing up as men. It was a whole heap of fun and gender-bending excitement. And in our communities, it's been a great space of entertainment and expression. But I reckon it's time we touch base with some of these fantastic drag performers from our communities. We're used to seeing them all glammed up on stage, but what have things been like for them when the tables have turned during COVID? They don't have their spaces to perform anymore, they're stuck at home, and they're running out of lipstick.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Look at you with San Francisco behind you.
I don't know how that happened, it just happened.
What was my first time in drag like? Oh, that was a range of emotions. It was exciting, it was liberating, it was uncomfortable.
I have two different types of my first time in drag. I have my first time in drag on the Gold Coast, which I don't like to count.
First time in drag was Perth 1993. It was at a Tuesday night, women's night called Lipstick.
I guess it had been something I've kind of fantasized my whole life, so it was a really magical moment.
And I had my first time in drag here, which was for the Chargette doing In the Flesh with our surprise performance. And that's the one I kind of go off because that was amazing.
I couldn't get up there on my own, so I said to a friend, because I really wanted to try it, and I said, I'll do it if somebody does it with me. And she was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And I'm thinking, yeah, we'll get the gig and we'll have like 2 weeks to work the show out and it'll be great. So she calls me, she's like, great, we've got a gig on Tuesday. I'm like, fantastic. So when is it? She's like, this Tuesday. And it was Sunday. Before going on stage, I thought I was going to literally die of a heart attack. But as soon as I stepped up on stage and I heard the first woo, everything changed. And yeah, that's where it began.
What do I love about drag? Oh, drag is just the ultimate, it's just the ultimate fantasy. You are the creator of like your whole image.
For me, being on stage was an acceptance.
I love that drag is an outlet for myself.
It's quite a lot. Like you're just like, you kind of like in control of your own destiny.
And feeling like I belonged somewhere.
So I get to channel my femininity into my drag and Holly, and she gets to be the fun, floaty, over-the-top girly moment that I love, but never quite can do in my day-to-day life.
I love playing different characters and I like to try and be funny.
And then also, I just love entertaining people. I just love being on stage and entertaining.
You're kind of like telling the world how to receive you because you're creating your own image. And it's just great. And it's just like there's so much power behind drag. Hope that answered the question. There's lots of things. I'm an introvert, so I like staying inside, but just not when I'm being told to.
From a drag perspective, the thing I miss most is my crowd. Performing to a crowd is something that I'm really, really missing. Obviously, I miss my friends.
Nothing. Look, I'm a drag king. No one gives a crap about us anyway. It was not like I was getting heaps of gigs, you know, a woman up on stage. Oh no.
Seeing all the performers turning up week after week with their crazy outfits and just seeing everyone having a great time.
What it's been like for me in lockdown is that a lot of overseas streaming shows have asked me to do shows for them. So I was very busy at the beginning doing shows for them. I'm actually enjoying the quiet time.
Just having fun, performing, getting back on stage, getting back to hosting roulette, and entertaining and making people laugh and telling them all my crazy, COVID stories and my lockdown shenanigans, which there aren't many, but the ones that I do have are fun.
I mean, I miss going away on the weekend and I do miss being able to travel and, I lived in lots of different places, so I've got friends all over the place, so I miss going and visiting.
Ooh, I'm slowly working on a production show idea I've had for a while since February, just to keep my creative juices flowing, so I'm really excited for that.
Just trying to get back out there and have some normalcy,
The fun of drag is expressing yourself however it works for you. I certainly have many a looks, whether it's from my face to my hips, and no matter how it changes, it's a whole heap of fun. What's your drag expression? Why don't you let us know? Share your drag name with us in the Kerry and Dolly live chat right now. Or why not drag up at home in ISO and share the pic with us on our social media. Here's one I found in the archives of Kerry and Dolly from years ago. Now I know what you're thinking. Doesn't Kerry look like our newsreader Judy? For tips on how to find your inner drag queen, why not check out my video at the Fed Square Virtual Square and get your drag on in isolation today.